Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. I know it's always a bit of a rubbish intro that, but I'm pleased you're with me. Anyway, today it is a lovely, beautiful sunny day again, so it would be rude not to get out on the bike and do a bit of a run into the countryside. The second ride, if you like, of this playlist that I think I'm going to create. Not quite sure what the playlist is going to be called yet, but the routes that I'm going to ride are they're all based around where I live, really, all within Kent. Nice kind of rural country type side routes. Hopefully I'll be able to point out some interesting destinations along the way, or waypoints, whatever you want to call them. And yeah, like I said on the previous video when I went down to Rye, hopefully it will give people a good idea of what's around in the southeast of Kent. And if you're ever down this way and you fancy a ride, hopefully you can use this channel to remind yourself of what's about, and to get out and have a bit of a blast. So today we're going to head out into the countryside. Like I said, I will tell you more after the intro. So like I said, welcome back guys. Guys, sounds so American, doesn't it? Funny, isn't it, when you try and talk into the camera of all the types of different words that you think about trying to use maybe. Anyway, sorry if I do have any American subscribers, I didn't mean any offence there, but guys is definitely a word that I don't normally use, so I don't know where that came from. Anyway, so yes, so what we're doing. So I'm going to head out towards, first of all, Woodensborough, which is a little village near where I live, Eastry. Going to head out towards, from there, a place called Wingham, where there is a wildlife park. From there, head across country to another little village just outside of Canterbury called Bridge, and then cross country through a place called Chartham, heading out towards kind of Ashford Way in Kent, which is a big main town. If you don't already know, I'm sure you did. They used to have the Eurostar train leave and arrive from there, depart and arrive from there, but that's not been running since COVID. Anyway, where's he going to come around? He is coming around. Anyway, yeah, and then again, and then I will cut down south, if you like, I guess, and basically do like one big loop through the countryside, and I'll video anything along the way that I think is interesting. Obviously if there's some nice roads, I will try to let you know what those roads are. If I don't do it while I'm riding, I will try and put them up on the screen once I've edited it. So enjoy everybody. I think I'm going to. What's the temperature? 17 degrees, 10 o'clock in the morning nearly. I think we're all set for a nice ride, so yeah, fingers crossed. What's this guy doing? Dear me, he's not in a rush to go anywhere anytime soon. smell of cow out here today in the countryside, but it's kind of nice, you know. Can't believe what a lovely day it is. It's supposed to be even nicer tomorrow, I think. But can't get out on the ride tomorrow, so got to make the most of it today. But these are lovely little villages through the countryside near where I live. This is a little place called Staple. I think I have brought you through here before, but I can't quite remember. But over there, I'm not sure if you can see, but there's some oast houses. Typical sort of thing that you might see in this part of Kent. But yeah, this road will lead us out to Wingham, and then we kind of head towards Canterbury Way. But it's such a lovely little place to live out here, isn't it? As Bruce says on Teapot 1, or Teapot 1 if you like to call him that, whatever. Nationals. I have to say, people like Teapot 1, Bruce, Richie Vida, they are a bit of an inspiration, if you like, to get out and do this type of stuff. It would be absolutely fantastic if I had all the time in the world to go away on trips all the time, but I don't. So I've got to make the most of what's on my doorstep, really, and just get out and ride the bike. And I'm really enjoying it, if I'm absolutely honest. Really enjoying getting out, riding the bike, sticking the cameras on. I mean, I can feel that sun on my back. It is just so nice. Oh dear, I wish cars would give us a bit more room now on the old country roads, that's for sure. But yeah, no, Richie Vida and Bruce from Teapot 1 and Chopsy and 44 Teeth. I mean, their channels are just fantastic, and they've got so many subscribers, it's ridiculous. But then I guess they have been doing it for quite a few years now. And you know, they deserve to have all that success and all those followers, because they've put the work and the effort in, haven't they? And as they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. Sure, that's the saying. Or Rome wasn't built in a night. No, it's got to be the other one, I'm not sure. But yeah, so no, they deserve it, and their channels though are kind of inspirational, if you like. For me, I love watching it. In fact, I'm watching their channels these days more than I'm watching normal TV, which is crazy. I'd much rather watch a video that they've made about a Rideout or a review that they're doing, yeah, than anything on normal telly at the moment. But that might be because I found a new hobby as such in regards to vlogging my rides, and I want to become better at it, that's for sure. I want to, you know, learn the tricks of editing. I definitely think that's something that I could do better. Just video in itself is a bit of an art. Knowing when to turn the camera on, when to turn the camera off, what's interesting for me but what also might be interesting for you. Those two things might be completely different. What I like, you might not like. So I think at the end of the day, I've just got to video things that I like, make the channel that I want to make in regards to the type of Rideout footage that I take. And let's be honest, like I said before, this isn't, can you smell that rapeseed oil, rapeseed? this isn't my job. I have a good job, although it's shift work, that pays the bills. This is just a bit of a hobby, and I am loving the fact that I've gained some more subscribers lately. That's been brilliant. Still tiny amount compared to other channels, but like I say, I've only been doing it a little while. I think I've only posted maybe 10 videos so far, so I've had a few likes, or like a few comments, just to let me know, you know, well, just general kind of thoughts and feelings really on the type of videos that I'm doing. Are they any good? What am I missing? Is there anything that I could do better? Am I boring people? As long as the comments are constructive and not rude, then I don't really mind, to be honest. But yeah, so no, I'm enjoying it, and like I say, those people are definitely a little bit of an inspiration. But you know, when I've got the countryside on my doorstep like this, I would be crazy not to get out and make the most of it, especially when the wife's away this weekend and my daughter's at her stables with her horse until 2 PM, so I've got a good few hours to get out and really enjoy my bike. So and hopefully you'll enjoy it too. See, I feel like I might have a little bug in my helmet. That seems to be happening quite a lot lately. Maybe I need to close the vents up. That is annoying. I think I might have to stop and sort that out. This road here that I'm on now currently runs from, like I say, a place called Wingham, and it goes across country to the A2, which then, if I did a right at a roundabout there at the junction from this road to the A2, would then take me towards Canterbury and then up towards the M2. Oh, missed the main junction here, too busy talking. So yeah, and then up to London. So you know, where I live, this part of the world is I'm close to pretty much everything really. I've got the countryside, I've got the seaside, I'm close to Canterbury, which is obviously a city. I can jump on the motorway and get to London within an hour or so if I wanted to. So yeah, it's all pretty good really from where I live. So this is a place called Addisham. I don't think this is going to be a fast ride today, that's for sure, but it's just nice, isn't it, just to get out and see these little villages that I wouldn't normally see. They're right on my doorstep, but I've got no real reason to ever come here, so I wouldn't see them otherwise, so this is nice. Look at that, nice little nice church. It's a lovely church, if you're into churches, but that is not a bad church. Get some fresh air in the helmet. It's a little bit warm. This coat's annoying me. Ugh. You may have noticed that this isn't a proper motorbike jacket either. So if my dad was around still, bless him, he'd probably give me a bit of a telling off. But it's too warm today for my jacket that I've got. I need to invest in a lighter weight summer jacket, and for days like this never noticed that. Is that a church? I think it is a church. So this is Bridge, just outside of Canterbury. There's a few cars out though today, with it being the weekend, and yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But God, they don't have to come around these corners fast, don't they? Warm today, 10:30, 20 degrees. Jeez. honestly, yeah, I think you take your life in your own hands when you ride through the country. But this is the problem, I guess, of having national speed limits out here on these sorts of roads. People drive so fast. Some bluebells up in those woods. It's very nice. The thing is as well, in this country, which I've found tends to just be in this country, that these types of roads have always got really tall hedgerows either side. Whereas when I've ridden in France, you can see right through the bends for quite a long way, you know. They don't have any hedgerows, not like we do. I mean, I don't see why we can't have hedgerows, but why can't we just have them a little bit shorter? You know, just so you could see over the top of them would be really handy. Because it's not just us on motorbikes that are at risk, but anybody with like a small sports car, you know, a little two-seater sports car, surely they've got to be, well, they're not seen either, are they? So, I don't know. So just down here on the left hand side, I believe this is now called Stone Street, and this is a very nice road, which, let me think, it kind of would lead you from Canterbury. If you stayed on this road, leads you all the way through to the M20, and just up here on the left hand side there is a nice kind of pub that does really nice food called the Granville, as you can see there. I thought I was turning left there, but I'm not turning left there. Yeah, they do really nice food. I think there's about 4 of those pubs, they're all owned by the same person. There's a couple in Deal. There's one in St Margaret's Bay, which is between Deal and Dover. That's called the Coast Guard. Nice places to go. Decent food, always in a kind of fairly nice, decent setting. What a lovely view! And it's like a vineyard. on the hill in the sun. Perfect. What a view. What a view. Oh, that lovely fresh air. We're now in a place called Chilham. Yeah, so as I was saying earlier on, I don't have a proper motorbike jacket on today. I've got a heavy waxed barber jacket on, and that's because I don't have a summer jacket, if I'm absolutely honest. I have a heavy duty textile, it's not Gore-Tex, but it's very waterproof, Triumph jacket that I bought when I bought the 1200 Rally Pro. And I bought it from Triumph, from the dealer, on the day that I bought the Triumph, thinking that I'd have the Triumph for a lot longer than I did. But anyway, so one, I don't want to wear it because I'm now riding the BMW. Two, it's too heavy, too warm to be wearing on a day like today. So I've come out in the wax jacket, which I like, if I'm honest. If I could find a jacket like this, but more of a motorcycle, heavy duty with CE armour and all that kind of stuff in it, I think that's what I'm going to go for. So I think it kind of matches the bike as well, quite well, to be fair. I don't think everybody has to always be in textile adventure suits when you're riding this type of bike. I think it does actually look quite nice when you've got like a wax style jacket with a belt, maybe a couple of decent pockets, some decent armour in it, nice pair of motorcycle jeans, decent pair of boots. Happy days. Yeah, so I've got a bit of kit to try and buy still. I'll try and get some of that maybe before I go to Wales in September. But the rest of my kit I'm really pleased with. I've got these Revit gloves. Can't remember the actual name of them now, but they are they've got the bits on the end of the fingers where you can touch the screen and stuff, whatever, for your sat nav and whatever on your phone, so that works really well. They fit really nicely. So yeah, I can always put a link in the description to these gloves. They're nice summer riding gloves. Yeah, I'm really impressed with those. I've got my City boots on today. They're adventure type style boots. I need to break them in. I've not really worn them too much. I wore them down to Switzerland last year, but I didn't really walk around in them. They were just on the bike. I tended to use my TCX boots. They're like a brown, they're not suede, nubuck is it? I don't know. They look like normal kind of shoes, boots if you like, which I bought when I had the Triumph Thruxton R, because I didn't want to have proper motorbike boots with those. I wanted something that had all the protection, were motorbike boots but looked like normal boots when I was walking around town and in my jeans and stuff. So they're really comfortable and they're really waterproof, and they did a fantastic job. But these boots, they are brand new. Well, I say brand new, they're about a year old, but they might as well be brand new because I've hardly worn them. So I'm going to try and break these boots in, take them away to Wales with me. Yeah, I've got some sort of Kevlar mix jeans that I wear. They're not a particular brand or make. Again, I got those from I got those from a dealer a long time ago, from when I actually bought my Ducati Monster. I bought them at that time. So I've got a bit of kit, but this adventure bike stuff is fairly new to me. So a lot of my biking gear in the past has been, you know, 1 or 2 piece leathers, racing boots, racing gloves, helmets with all the aero attached to it. So I've completely changed the riding that I do. No longer ride any sports bikes. I'm more than happy now to just be riding a nice, comfortable, leisurely, big old fat adventure bike that is going to do the job, get me from A to B in comfort, because this bike is comfortable, believe me. So yeah, but if anybody's got any decent coats that they would suggest, jackets that they would suggest, again, please leave a comment for me. Be much appreciated. If I was to look for another textile type coat or suit, I think I might very well be tempted to look at the RST line, if I'm honest. Quite like the fact that they're manufactured and made in the UK as well. Nice little cheeky river there on the left hand side through those trees. Yeah, so I like the idea that they're made in the UK. As I ride a German bike, I've got to try and balance it out somehow, haven't I? A couple of my mates have got Alpine style suits. They're all really nice suits, and to be fair, the Alpine stuff and Alpine style stuff and the RSD all seem to be pretty much of a muchness in regards to quality, pricing, that sort of thing. So, but I don't want to have Alpine stars as well as them, because they also ride BMW GS8s, so we'd all look a bit bloody stupid if you ask me. But yeah, I quite like the RST stuff. There were some RST suits that Chris Eads and Fagan wore when they did a YouTube video around the NC 500. I think it was called Rider's Digest. It was a 3-parter, and they had they both had black suits, both RST, so obviously they use RST for everything, and they look really nice. Chris's jacket had sort of like plastic moulding on the shoulders, a little bit similar to what you might find on a one-piece or or a race suit, a leather suit, which I quite liked because it kind of give it a bit of a mix of adventure, textile touring with an element of race. So I quite liked it. So I might have a little look at that. But in the meantime, all the time the weather is 21 degrees, the sun is out. I should be wearing probably this jacket for the foreseeable. So yeah, please, if there are any jacket police out there, so oh, you shouldn't be riding in that, you should be riding in full motorcycle, CE approved, armoured gear, blah blah blah. I know, but just give me a break. All of this adventure stuff is bloody expensive, and it was expensive enough changing the bike, let alone buying all the kit as well to go with it at the same time. So I will eventually get around to doing it, but not just yet. I mean, come on, look at that. You can't look at it, can you, because of the bloody hedgerows. The views on the other side of these hedgerows look fantastic when you can get a glimpse of it. Oh, nice tight tweet. Yeah, look, you're never going to be able to see that. Behind that hedgerow, believe me, there is countryside to die for. These are certainly not fast country roads, that is a fact. But they're still nice, all the same. God, it is hot. Look at that place. There's some money spent on that, isn't he? Why level crossing? Cheeky little river. Oh, the the Tickled Trout even. This looks like a nice place, doesn't it? Hey? It's alright this. I'm just going to go and have a little look at that river and that running water. So yeah, right. Let's turn that off. Back in a minute. What a lovely little place. Look at that. The Tickled Trout in Y. That's a pretty impressive tree. Look at that.
You look at your watch and
sort of a viewing point. Well, I might have to bring the wife and little one out here for something to eat, maybe. Wow, very nice too. What's this over here? Just make sure I don't get run over. Very nice. I wonder if there are actually trout in there, as the pub's called, the Tickled Trout. Who knows? Who knows? What a lovely place. Imagine living there. Wow. Right, let's jump back on the bike. Let's carry on my little tour of the Kent countryside. I hope that the route that I've taken today you've enjoyed. Like I said, it's not a route for sure that's fast and flowing, but it's definitely been an interesting route. But to be honest, I think I'm almost home now. Not going to be much more left of this ride today. So unlike the abrupt ending of the ride video prior to this, I'm going to end it now, nicely, professionally, hopefully. But say thank you again for watching. I do appreciate you watching the videos. If you like them, please click on the like button, share and subscribe. That would be much appreciated. Every little helps, and there is something quite nice to know that people are enjoying the videos that you put on YouTube. Anyway, wherever you are, hope you have a great day, great week, and thanks for watching, and I will see you all again very soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.